What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more Dokkan Battle, and today we're talking again, as the title probably gave well away, the 200% FRIEZA event. Now, this event is, as I stated the other day, pretty straightforward. It's just another nuking event, but it does have a lot of limitations. Now, if you didn't watch the video on part 1 was pretty straightforward. You had to use... Universe Survival Saga category unit. Now, the Goku in those events had a lot of health. I feel like every single one of the Gokus I tried to fight was close to like 200,000 health, which is more than a full hit. This time around, he seems to be right at about 99.9999, right about max power. So if you get one really good hit off at max power, you're good to go. Whereas the last round, you really had to get 2 hits off to get him killed. It was a pretty tough match. This one's a lot simpler. You're going to use a Resurrected Warriors category ally to attack. It is a nuking event, so you really do want to pay close attention to your key spheres, and you're not going to have... you could, in theory, do this with a Resurrected Warriors category leader, but you really want to run a nuke leader. Now, the downside is the 33% nuke leaders, they're out of the picture. They're not allowed, and you can't cheese it with Devilman. But, that said, I'll show you the team that I'm using here. If it ever comes up, there it is. Boom. So I'm actually going to take 2 of these Vegito Candy leads. Now, Vegito Candy is attack and defense, 20%, no HP. But attack and defense, 20% per orb obtained. And since we're not, we're getting attacked, but we're not really, it's not going to make that much of a difference. So in this event, that's more than enough. You're going to be just fine. And it is just generally per key sphere obtained. So whoever you obtain a key sphere with is getting some kind of defense. So it's kind of nice. You can only bring 1 item, and if you can help it, I really recommend bringing whoever will give you basically an attack boost. Come on. Per key sphere obtained. So in this case, randomly changes key spheres to strength spheres, attack plus 5% per key sphere obtained. So the best part about this is, no matter who you're using, you want to use that element, be it Lemon or be it Deborah for physical or Takoyaki for tech. By the way, the tech Broly will work for this. Because I'm so low on Takoyaki, I haven't had a chance to try it out, but I'd imagine he'd be phenomenal for this. I do find that LRs generally are some of the best attackers here, even though they're not technically like nuke leads proper. Some of them seem to just do really well because they get the crazy good attack boost at max power and all that stuff. So you could try it with Tech Broly. I haven't. I found a lot of success here with actually this Vegeta. And the reason that he's so good is because not only does he change spheres by himself, which is rare for a nuke attacker, also 20% per key sphere obtained and an additional 5% if it's a Goku category, Goku family category attack or enemy. So, since it is a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, we're in perfect shape. He's getting a 25% plus another 5% per sphere. What's there not to love? Now, the main thing you want to do is you want to throw your next best orb changers on here. So in this case, I actually have Boo, who changes int orbs. He's also a nuker. He's like a good backup. For whatever reason, I actually threw Goten on here, but I think he's a really poor choice because I don't want rainbow orbs. But it does help me in a way, and I'll explain when I get into the fight if it comes up. If it doesn't, I'll just get into it. But you do want at least 1, if not 2, good orb changers, and then you want some supports. In this case, I brought Kid Buu because he's 50% support, and Turles because he's a 40% support. Just general support units. You know, nothing. I shouldn't have to explain it any further than that. They're just good support units. So basically what you're looking for, we're going to go ahead and get into the fight. What you're looking for is you're looking for Vegeta, preferably on the 2nd rotation, but Vegeta has to be either on the 1st or 2nd rotation, and it has to be with a one of those support units. Now, as you'll notice, Buu is in the 3rd slot, and Turles is in... Buu's on the 3rd rotation, Turles is on 2nd, but Vegeta's on the 1st. So I'm going to go ahead and abandon this quest. That's a kind of a rip run. You got to do this in 2 turns to get max damage. If you can't do it in 2 turns, just the sooner you can beat him, the better. So technically I could have kept Boo there, but... You know, and honestly, the perfect situation, like the dreamed situation, is to have him nestled right between those two. Have Vegeta nestled right between Turles and really Boo. Vegeta was on the 3rd slot. There was no point in doing that. I guess I could have attempted it with Boo, but I feel like Vegeta's going to do it so much easier. So we're going to try this one more time. And don't be afraid to, like, you know, quit out and come back in. I mean, let's be real. Both Boo and Vegeta were on slot 1, and both of my boosts were on slot 2. That's annoying. This really, there's more of doing this right here, getting these rotations right, than much of anything else. Are you serious? You know, I'm just gonna see if Vegeta can do it without any boost. I don't know. I don't think so, but who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put Turles on the end just because. And we need strength spheres, so I'm going to go ahead and try to eliminate some other spheres. See, AGL and Int will both get changed. So let's get rid of these rainbow spheres. I know that sounds counterproductive, but hear me out. And the nice part is here that... Boo's going to change Int spheres. Vegeta's going to change AGL spheres. So we should be actually in a pretty good state here. Now, what I want to do is I want to try to get max orbs. I really, really, really do want to max those orbs out. Now, if Vegeta was here in the center, that might be optimal. We'd have 3 link skills. But how many do we have right here? Probably none. Yeah, none. So I could put him there. So yeah, we would have our 3 link skills here. So we're actually in good shape there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop Lemon. You couldn't have asked for a better situation than this. I've got all my spheres right here. Now, the downside is I really don't know if Vegeta can produce this kind of damage without either one of Turles or Kid Buu on the team. So this is like a shot in the dark. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Now, the nice part is Lemon does give us 5% more per sphere obtained. Now, in a situation where maybe not all the spheres went, you can actually do Lemon again. Now, the 5% boost only counts like once. You can't like double it up, but you can change multiple spheres. There have been situations where I dropped 2 spheres, or drop Lemon twice, and then, you know, I get all the spheres then on that one. I just got stupid lucky on this one. Now, it is worth noting that and I'll go ahead and say this because someone did point it out in the last video. Based on how these units are arranged, generally it does change how the spheres drop when you drop Lemo. So it's one of those, if you don't have the right skill set here, don't be afraid to force close and bring it back up and retry with a different arrangement. Because so long as you haven't launched any spheres, you can change them all around. It doesn't really matter. But I just happen to get lucky here. So let's go ahead and see what happens. 23 of these bad boys. Hey, you know what? I think we got this. Check this out. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab whatever here. And I'm going to try it, Limo, one more time. Now, this is still going to only give me 5%, but I got more orbs. I only got 8 orbs, but Boo actually might produce something nice here. Now, when it came to the last fight, oh yeah, no, this is in the bag. This is in the bag. Bam, look at that. So I didn't actually need the boost. That's perfect. That's great. You're really shooting for like 18 mil stat or more, because this really is about 5 times, give or take. Like 18 mil is like the minimum you can get in your attack stat, but it really is about 5 times whatever the attack stat is, what you're actually going to produce. And once again, it has to be a Resurrected Warriors category per unit. So that's perfect. I didn't expect him to produce that much. That's wild. Normally, to do this, you kind of have to have whoever you have nestled between two people, either like nestled between, or not even nestled between. They just have to be on a rotation with either Boo or Turles. That's fantastic. Now that was just an example. You don't have to use that Strength Vegeta. Actually, if I go down here to Strength, same basic team, just change it up for the Goku. This one right here, this Blueku. He'll do a fantastic job. And just instead of Lemo, and let's go ahead and back out here and try this again because also he's not in the right spot. Instead of Lemon, whatever you want to call him, instead of him, I would have the unit that changes blue. I don't remember who that is. Let's find out real quick. So you could do either one of these stages. It really doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and see who that is because I don't honestly remember. I know Chilai is, she's AGL. Never mind. She is AGL. Let's give her a shot. What's the worst that can happen? Bam. Now, I wouldn't waste too many of these. Be very cautious about this because if you're like me and you're kind of low on these, every round you're going to have like so many attempts at this. So be a little bit cautious. But, you know, you don't have to go crazy. Let's get rid of those. Let's see. Goku also changes orbs, but I don't remember what he changes. Let's see. He changes Strength Sphere, so we're going to keep Strength. And Janemba actually changes Physical Spheres. So red and orange spheres we want to keep. But I also want to get rid of some of these. You know, the funny part is I could do that. Now, this looks like an optimal situation, but it's actually not. Because they're not Resurrected Warriors. Goku and Raleigh are not Resurrected Warriors. They're going to produce, like, no damage. It's going to be embarrassing. But that said, it got a lot of Rainbow Orbs out of the way. Just, yeah, see. They still did 5 mil. It's decent, but nowhere near what we're... Notice the difference in attack stat and what we're actually getting with our other units. So this is perfect right here. Let's see. Goku would have 2 skills linked there, none there. So we're going to keep Goku in the front here. Preferably, I'd like to have like another off-color orb so I could nestle Goku in the middle. But he's only going to link up with one of these units anyway, so it doesn't really matter here. But you do want to consider your link skills when you're doing this. So let's go ahead and drop Chilai. I don't want to drop 2 of red. I definitely want to drop the 1. And let's just see what Goku does. 18. What the hell? What the hell? It didn't work. It didn't work. Anyway. I could force close, but I'm not going to do that. Let's just see what happens here. I'll have to go get some more Chilais and spend a few... I think she could still be farmed with the keys. I'd have to double check it. But... 92 mil. So actually, the AGL looks like he is as tough as the one was last time. Maybe because they're expecting you to use Majin Vegeta. That could very well be. So, yeah, the Strength Goku actually is still around about 200k. So, they probably have it balanced for whatever units are on each team. So maybe if you're doing the AGL, then Tech Broly would still have to do multiples. Basically, if you're taking it on with someone that's got an LR, you almost have to have like double attack at that point, and it's kind of crazy. So pick your battles wisely. For me, I would say just go back and use that. Ooh, why did I pick that? That's okay. We'll get rid of those. Just go back and pick whoever. Just whatever Resurrected Warrior is able to do the most damage for you. Just try different things out. There's unlimited runs a day. Just be careful with your items. Don't run them out because, you know, these items are precious. Most of these are still farmable, and if you guys want some more information on how to farm these, you can definitely drop a comment, and I will see if I can make that happen. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be embarrassing. That's because we got Goku and Raleigh there. This is not going to be a good run at all. This isn't even going to be a tolerable. Well, actually, 25 mil. Never mind, that was 2.5 mil. Numbers are hard. Either way, as I said, I think Strength Vegeta is just the easiest one here. And notice he did it without having any boosts. If I had some boosts on Goku, it'd be a little bit easier. But neither, you kind of get the idea of how this works. Go get your Dragon Stones. Now, I'm going to go ahead and quit out of here just because of reasons. Because this is going to take way too stinking long. And frankly, I'm running out of patience with it. But basically, once you do this, you're going to go here into your missions, and you're going to collect all of those sweet, sweet rewards. So, what are we going to collect? A bunch of Dragon Stones. It says 4 Dragon Stones. I thought there were more Dragon Stones than that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. There's 4 per stage, and then more stages are coming up. So just go get your Dragon Stones, guys. It's pretty quick, pretty straightforward. And actually, there are more than that because I actually completed a couple earlier too. But you got to do it in 2 turns. And like I said, it seems like each one is balanced for whatever unit is preferable to it. So in this case, if you got the Strength Vegeta, just use him and go ham. I didn't even have to do double attacks. He just killed it in 1, whereas you saw down here when we hit with 92 mil, there was still half of Goku's life left. So make wise decisions. Nuke Goku. Good luck to you. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section. I'll catch you on the next one.